We are learning more about the night police say a man was killed by a hit-and-run driver and the alleged cover-up that ensued. Police arrested 28-year-old Dustin Hegner-Royce and his mother, Abby, for their involvement in the crash that killed Jose Hernandez Solano as he biked home from work last month. Witnesses said the driver ran a red light before leaving Hernandez Solano dying in the street. According to a search warrant filed this week in Ramsey County Court, Hegner-Royce's mother gave police a conflicting story about why she left work that night. She also told police that she recently sold her car to a, quote, unknown Mexican or Somali man. Hegner-Royce could face charges for the deadly crash. Police say his mother owns the SUV that killed Hernandez Solano.
Days before his planned resignation from the Senate, an emotional Al Franken says farewell.
Here's my promise to you. I may be leaving the Senate, but I'm not giving up my voice.
Franken spoke to a room filled with family, friends, and supporters last night in Northeast Minneapolis. In this farewell speech of sorts, Franken spoke for about a half an hour of his accomplishments over his 8 years as senator. Franken has said he will officially resign on January 2nd. The current lieutenant governor of our state, Tina Smith, will head to Washington to take his seat until a special election next year.
Minnesota Twins star Miguel Sano is denying assault allegations from a professional photographer. Betsy Bisson posted the allegations on Twitter using the hashtag #MeToo. She stated that Sano did not rape me, but he sure did assault me. Bisson says the incident happened after a Sano autograph signing at Ridgedale Center in 2015 and that he grabbed her by the waist, forcing her to shop with him. Before he was set to leave the mall, she says Sano leaned down and tried to kiss her more than once. Author Lee Wolf Bloom, who recently wrote a book about women speaking out, says she isn't surprised by the timing of the allegations.
Yes, it maybe took her a while to tell it, but what if her telling it leads 10 more women to share their story? Isn't that worth it? Absolutely.
Bisson says the twins did not know about the incident. Sano's agent released a statement on his behalf saying in part that Sano denies the allegations and that he has the utmost respect for women. The twins said they were made aware of the allegations yesterday and that they aren't aware of any other allegations against Sano at this time.
A decision on possible charges in the police shooting of Justine Damon will not be coming this year. Yesterday, Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman said his team is getting more information and evidence to investigate the case. Damon died last summer when she was shot by a Minneapolis police officer after calling 911 about a possible assault outside her home. In a statement, the county attorney said the investigation and review of the case will not be rushed. It is more important to get it right than to get it done quickly. Officer Mohammed Noor has not issued a statement to investigators. That is his constitutional right. Freeman says he called Damon's family and explained the situation to them, saying there is no timetable for when his decision will be made.
President Trump took a break from his round of golf Thursday and talked to a New York Times reporter who had been invited into the club by another member. The president was asked about a variety of topics with the ongoing Russia investigation at the forefront of those conversations. President Trump repeated 16 times that there was no Russian interference with the 2016 election. He also told the Times that special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into Russian meddling will be very fair. Mueller's investigation has led to charges against at least 4 of the president's associates and guilty pleas from 2 of them.